Hi everyone, it's Chris Cook, independent Scentsy consultant. I always say that just because, but my website is chriscook.scentsy.us. If you want to take a look at it, currently the month of August, a good portion of my website is 10% off because catalog change starts September 1st for fall winter. So take a look at it. If there's any questions you ever have about that, just let me know. I know there are a few of you that have ordered from me, so I really appreciate that. It's not a huge business for me, but you know, I mention it here. Today we are talking about Glutecentric Metamorphosis. Yes, this is an old program. It's from 2013, I believe. That's when the copyright is. I did it back then, omnicentric, and I just did the 90 days, so that's all I did with it. So I feel like just doing a 90-day program of this and then going on to something else is not what it's meant to do. So my personal journey, I don't know if I know when this started. I started last October. There were some videos on YouTube. It didn't say hip-centric, but from what everybody was saying, and I've been through everything, I believe it was hip-centric. I don't know if all the levels were, but I did levels 1 through 4. A lot of them disappeared, and then I did level 8. How I've been working this program is I do it basically Monday through Friday. Try to do it 5 days in a row, and then I take 2 days off. If I can't get to it one day, a lot of times I'll try to get to it, you know, before my shower at night if I don't get to it in the morning. I've been doing a couple other things in the morning, so I've been getting up early to do it, and it really feels good just to start your day with it, and then it's over with too, right? There are 9 levels, so I do Monday through Friday for 2 weeks. So Monday through Friday, take 2 days off, Monday through Friday for each level, and that's how I do it. I have seen some things. I'm in a Facebook group where people have said that Tracy said if she were to do it now, she would do it 7 days. I like the 2 full weeks of it. It does say it's a 90-day program, so you know, do it how you like. I will tell you though, the last couple days of any level get to be a struggle. I don't know if it's mentally where you get tired of what you're doing, of doing the same moves over and over again, or if they're maybe a little bit harder on your body to keep doing them that many times. Sometimes I feel that. But again, it could be mentally too. And I will, oh boy, tomorrow is my birthday. I'll be 55. So, and I think I had 55 views last I looked. I think that's what it was. But, you know, these videos that I've been doing started out with around 20, 30 views, and they've grown. I know 55 views isn't a lot, but I have a small channel. I'd love it if you'd subscribe. I do these videos about once a month, but my next video will be level 9 and then kind of a recap. So that will be in 2 weeks. I will start level 9 on Monday, God willing. So like I said, I did part of hip-centric, excuse me. I did all of ab-centric. I am working on glute-centric. And next I will go back to hip-centric and then omnicentric. I have heard from others. I've talked to Dawn Diggs In. She has some great videos on YouTube. regarding Tracy Anderson. I don't think she's currently doing it right now, but she does have them in her archive. And she said when she tried other types than her centric, she did feel more prone to injuries. So watch out on that. Be careful. I think I'm omnicentric. I have bigger arms. I have bigger legs. I have bigger hips. I used to have an hourglass shape, but now I feel like it's more like an apple, although I'm working on that hourglass and things are improving a little bit. This, I know I'm giving kind of an overview now, but a recap of the whole program, but I have definitely felt like doing these workouts, these individual moves, has made my more rounded body. I see the longer lean muscles in myself. If you were to look at me on the street, would you notice that? Maybe not. Maybe not. But I can see, what the difference has been. So if you want to take a look at any of my other videos, I believe I might have done a recap of hip, but I know that I definitely started with abcentric and went through all the levels. So please feel free to watch those. I know a lot of you have been going back and watching them, and I really appreciate that. But please subscribe so that you see my next videos. And we're going to start with the Glutecentric level 7. I'll just keep this up so we know what we're looking at here. I took some notes, so I'm just looking down at my iPad here. I wanted to reiterate here that these are just my observations, and as I'm going along, and of course I'm no expert. Anything sports related, not an expert, I can tell you that for sure. But I really love doing these programs. Once those YouTube videos left, which I understand, but it was nice to be able to kind of get into it. I did go and buy all 4 programs on eBay, and I bought a portable DVD player that I've shown in some of my videos from Amazon. So basically I was just looking for something that was portable, that you did not have to hook up for a TV, because I do, it's a mess in here, but I do everything in here. And even when I was doing it downstairs by our TV there's no TV in here. Just the level of my TV, I'd always have to crick my, neck up, and it just was not comfortable. This level feels doable to me. Again, glute level 7. There's a move where you're, oh gosh, I forgot about this. There's a move, you're on all fours, but your elbow is, let's see, this one's, wait. How'd it go? So you're on all fours. Oh yeah. Elbow is like up. And then when your leg goes to the back, I don't know if this is going to work out. Leg goes to the back and then swings to the side. And then your elbow, you're actually just up on just the one arm. And that was a little tricky to get used to. And killed my forearms and everything, but I got pretty good at it fairly quickly. And of course, I'm a firm believer in, you got to be mentally in it. And if you're not, if you're expecting phone calls, if your mind's elsewhere, you're not going to be as precise. You're going through the motions, maybe. because some of the moves are more complicated. So mentally, I think you really have to be in it with this program as well. So let's see. So when that elbow comes off the ground, it was challenging my coordination quite a bit sometimes. And sometimes it was hard to lift my left elbow. I do have some shoulder issues on my right side. So, of course, more weight would have to go on my right side. And I had aching forearms, especially my right one, with that level. Personally, I just wanted to update you because I have before. I have had gut issues throughout this program, and I really do feel bloated a lot of the time, but I'm working on it, and things are improving. But what did I say here? I definitely noticed an improvement the first week here. My midsection feels flat, and I could feel my upper ribs again, which is so important to me. You just feel better. One day, what did I eat? I ate 0 sugar brownie, and I had been able to eat it, but I think it was low carb too. But one day I figured, I'll just eat the rest of it. Oh my gosh. I mean, I looked like I was 9 months pregnant. It started, right under my bra. I was taking a shower and I just felt sick. I was so bloated. So, obviously, nutrition plays a big part in this. And I'm still doing basically what I have been. I've been trying to, go the 0 sugar route. I do use sugar substitutes in my coffee and some 0 sugar products. I don't eat a huge amount of 0 sugar brownies or whatever, but I will be having a regular birthday cake tomorrow. But I'm gonna try to do this in little moderation. I got a small one. So let's see. But high protein, which for me ends up including a lot of dairy. I wish I could work in other stuff, and maybe I should try harder. Maybe I should just try harder. But I, cottage cheese, protein shakes. I usually have 1 protein shake a day, half in 2 different coffees. But I do have a Ninja Creamy, and I've been cutting back on it, but I still love it. I finally had one today. It's been about a week and a half. And basically my recipe is some sort of sugar-free syrup, a protein shake, a half a cup of cottage cheese, and a little bit of salt. Oh, and I have been adding a scoop of protein powder in also, in 3 shakes, in 3 ice cream containers. So I try to make it about 10 grams extra per container. So a big heaping scoop or whatever of that. But I have been trying to cut down on that, and we'll see how I feel today after that. Let's see. So yeah, I hadn't really been able to feel my upper ribs for quite a while, so I was, really happy that we're getting there. I'm definitely more regular in that area than I had been. And I've also added, I was intermittent fasting and not eating till lunch. I do stop eating normally, not every time, but normally by maybe 6:15, somewhere around there. And then I, definitely don't eat until at least 5 a.m. But a lot of times, 8 or 9 a.m. So there's that. So I'm still intermittent fasting, but I've added breakfast. Here's one breakfast tip. Oatmeal. I have a couple oatmeals, a 0 sugar oatmeal and a protein oatmeal. The protein oatmeal only has like 14 grams. But what I've been doing with both of those, and there's also a new Truvia protein oatmeal that I'd like to try. Hopefully I can find that sometime. But I don't remember whose channel this was, but I did see it on a YouTube video. What they did was took a scoop of their protein powder, something very flavorful. I've had two. One is Alani, like Munchie Attack or something like that, and the other one is I don't know the brand, but Jet Puff Marshmallow flavor. And those are very good. And then what you do is just add a little bit of water or a little bit of milk. I use Fairlife, and make it into almost a glaze, and then drizzle that on top of your oatmeal. And of course you could mix it in. Don't heat your oatmeal after that. Put that on after. And if you feel like you need to heat it, because maybe cold milk or whatever, just for a few seconds, because I did notice my protein powder got a little bit weird when I did it for like 30 seconds. Because I had let it sit out for too long before I got to eat it. But that is delicious. So pick a really good flavor that you like. Or, yeah, I think that's it with that. Or eggs for breakfast. Whereas I wasn't eating breakfast at all before. So this is helping me get in more protein. I am sometimes even getting up to like 160 grams instead of, trying to get in 100 grams. So I'm happy with that. I like where that is. And I believe it's Autumn Bates recently had a video where she mentioned that there has been a recent study. She is a nutritionist with a master's in nutrition and something else. But there has recently been a study where it said that your body can't actually process more than 20 or 30 grams of protein at a time. So don't worry if you are eating more. Check out her video on that for more information. Yeah, so my last meal is over by 6, and then I don't eat again until at least 5, if not more. So I'm still doing intermittent fasting, just not a huge amount of time. During the rib cage moves, and I mean, really all these, you are definitely working on your abs. We'll get to how I feel about that in a little bit, but remember to hold in your lower abs. That was just something that, kind of hit me as I was doing these. When you're doing those rib cage moves that I love so much, I really do think those work big time. Maybe even more than the sit-up section. I don't think I ever mentioned to make sure you hold your stomach in on the standing abs and do these throughout the day. I usually end up pausing before doing the lay down abs and doing it for maybe 30 seconds, a minute additional. I just love that move. I'll do it in the shower. I'll do it while I'm brushing my teeth. If we happen to be standing around somewhere, I'll be doing it there. Can't stand still. That maybe says something about me. Lots of moves here where arm is up and leg is back. Try to work through these. Definitely you are working on your abs during those moves because you're stretching yourself out. So be mindful of the body parts you're working. Like, just because you're lifting your leg doesn't mean you're only working on your leg muscles. I'm shocked at the difference in my legs actually from these workouts, from these individual moves, but definitely be aware of what your body's doing, and realize that you are, maybe just because this is glute-centric doesn't mean you're not working your abs a lot. So be mindful, hold it in when you can. Tracy doesn't give a huge amount of instructions, and I think on this level there were some wrong instructions, so make sure you watch her. One thing that I believe it was Dawn Digs In, maybe Rundown with Rachel had mentioned was watch Tracy, watch her shadow, and you can see a little bit better whether, what direction her foot's in, because a lot of times she doesn't tell you to point your toes or whatever, or, which direction your knee should be in, or, whatever the case may be. But there actually is a lot going on. So take a look at it. I've mentioned this before, but what I do with each level is I go through and play the video, count how many moves she's doing, and record on my notes page on my phone her instructions. So I have those written down. It catches it pretty good. I just record her voice, and then then you can count how many moves she's doing, and you know exactly what she has said. But still watch her. Demonstration is everything in this. She does say some moves. I put on here, let's see. Tracy does make some moves on the left side wrong, and again mentioning using right hand instead of left, so pay attention to the video. I also suggest rewinding again because she does some moves in the wrong position on the left side. I forget which move that I caught that on in particular, but on this level I did rewind, and I do this often, but on level 7 I did rewind and listen to the instructions again for the left side and then just did opposite. But watch, listen, record, do it all. Rewind if you have to. I did rewind a lot during that, during the first couple days of doing that level. I'll pause if I have to. I'll modify if I have to. I didn't retake measurements recently, but I did, because I was noticing a little bit more flatness in my midsection. I did lose a ½ inch there, so I will take measurements after the whole thing. I don't know if I didn't get my measurements right at the beginning or what, but I feel like I've gained inches, or maybe not inches, but in some places, so that could be muscle. I'm not sure. I don't know. I could have measured wrong. Who knows? My weight was going down again. I had gained about 8 pounds slowly since like December, February. So like ½ pound, quarter pound, it just kept going up though. It wouldn't go down. And I did lose 1.5 pounds, so was happy about that. Yeah, my right forearm was, I forgot about this, was sore the entire 2 weeks of level 7. Nothing bad, but I could feel it occasionally. We'll talk about that again. So level 8, glutes. My forearms hurt basically the entire time of level 8, both of them. These moves you're always on both forearms. You're never on one elbow. You're never lifting an arm up like in level 7. So, they were sore they're sore. They're going to be sore over the weekend. They're going to be sore probably Monday even. But hopefully they'll get some rest. My ribs started hurting last weekend. You know, just soreness, not hurting. And they've continued. So the first, I did it Monday through Friday, and then Friday evening I started feeling it. And it's not, I'm not hurt. It doesn't hurt to move. I could just feel a little bit of soreness. So hopefully I'm working on that midsection there. I've said at the beginning, I felt like the arms were kind of short. You are on your knees for most of the arm section this time. Both no weights and weights. There are some full sit-up moves. It's funny, day one, I was able to do the full sit-up moves. And since then, I don't know why, but I wasn't able to. I didn't try hard enough, maybe. But I modified those. I will say. I did. Just try your best each day, I'm saying, but I didn't. I didn't. Day two during the workout, definitely not forearm hurt. Definitely forearm hurt from staying in the same position the whole time. And lower butt glutes did hurt throughout this from day two on. I enjoyed this level quite a bit. I liked doing the moves. They were very easy to do, not too complicated, but especially towards the end, they did get really repetitive, and they obviously worked the muscles because it just continued on. This soreness continues. Yeah, I said I was still sore day 3. It's day 10. Day 10 is over with for hours now, and I am still sore. Forearms, lower butt, lower glutes, yep, still sore. Ribs, still sore. Forearms still hurt day 6 and 7 and 10. I like this level, but it's tough being on all fours in the same position. But it really gets at those muscles. Like, I know it really gets at them. And I've said this before in this, but my husband noticed a difference in my posterior there. And I mean, I don't know if I did. I will definitely do this level again, even though I think I hated level 5. But, I'll definitely do this again, because I think it's working. And I mentioned before, I'm a pancake butt, and maybe now I'm a waffle butt. I don't know. But, that area is very flat. Also, I've mentioned, and I still don't know what's going to happen, but I have these perfect design series that I'd really like to do. But they are about an hour each. There's 3 videos, and they are about an hour each. If you've done these, let me know. It would be a good kick in the butt to get an hour in every day. And I am willing to get up early for it. I don't know. I'd like to at least give them a try. Even if I don't have the time and I just do half a video each day. I don't know. I don't know how long I'm going to do them or what I'm going to do with them. But we'll start with level 1, sequence 1. And then we'll continue on and see what happens. But next we're on to level 9. And then we'll talk about that level. And we will do a recap of the entire Glutecentric. And maybe by then I'll figure out what's going on. What's going to happen next. If I'm going to go on to hip-centric or if I'm going to go on to the Perfect Design series. But it's been 30 minutes, and I really wanted to thank you very much for staying with me here. And again, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. My channel started out as beauty, and moved on to Scentsy because I love Scentsy. But I added these videos, and then since I've lost weight and stuff, I've been trying to build my wardrobe up. And I'm doing some Temu hauls, and those are really getting a lot of views as well. There's a lot of good stuff. I will say I've returned some of the things that I thought were pretty good, because I didn't think they fit in my lifestyle as much as, you know, I might have thought before. But yeah, please join me, subscribe to my channel. I have this will be 301 videos, and I think I have 160 subscribers. So you know what, I'd appreciate if I could get maybe up to that 301 a subscriber for each video, if you wouldn't mind helping me out. Talk to you guys soon. 2 weeks, we'll be back. Bye bye.